You're listening to The Swingdom, the champion podcast of the year. 2 guys, 28 clubs, 0 putts given, with your hosts, Ben Ridner and Gunnar Kane.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to The Swingdom. I am Ben. I am Lord of the Manor. You are
That's
all
true.
the citizens. I am here with Gunnar, who is a duke of the land.
I feel like I've just been demoted for some reason.
He is of the noble class,
but doesn't have the podcast board, so I don't get to be the top.
Yes. Yeah. I was gonna say, well, am I
Whoever
the king and you're the other king?
Whoever possesses the board rules.
I am the Lord, and you are the lords of the Lord. I don't know. Who do you want? You get to make up your own title. I've made up title Lord of the Swingdom.
But that's the title I want.
Okay, you be Lord of the Swingdom as well then.
Okay.
We rule this country together. However, we do not share a bedchamber.
Very progressive.
Hello, all you serfs. I expect my vegetables on the 23rd of each month. Yeah. By vegetables, I mean golf balls. So, yeah, send us your golf balls.
Give us golf balls. We're running out.
We're running out of golf balls.
We're not very good. Yeah, so we lose golf balls.
Yeah, I had to buy like 240. I only have like 4 boxes left.
Well, I bought something, by the way. I can't wait to share it with you.
Did you get your Christmas present yet?
My Christmas present?
Yeah, I sent you a box that you were supposed to open like 2 months ago, but I guess you're saving it for Christmas?
Yeah, should we open it right now?
Yeah. You should have opened it months ago.
So I did open it. I just also reclosed it to open it again.
When are you going to open it?
Right now.
Open it.
You want to open it now?
Let's do it.
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap. He touched his microphone, which means his microphone is broken.
What a quick trip that was.
Okay,
it was on hand.
You touched your microphone and it didn't break this time.
I know. Isn't
that's
phenomenal?
Amazing? Yeah.
Isn't that great?
I like how layered up you are in your office.
It's very cold in here. I did it again. I touched the microphone.
That's fine.
Off? Oh, look, I have this box.
I sent you that box. It was an Amazon box. I repurposed it. That's upcycling.
Yep. You did repurpose it. I have a customs declaration on the side.
What did I write?
Did you write this?
Yeah.
Longlands.
Yeah.
I don't. Your address is funny.
Yeah. So in England, you have house names.
You have a funny address.
Because there's letters in the area code.
I see that.
In the zip code? Zip code. Area code? Zip code.
Postcode.
So in my zip code, there's only 15 houses.
Oh.
So they all have names.
Oh.
Because if you did 1 through 15, like 1,000 times, that would be as many times as the mailman would have to count to 15. So instead, they just use names.
You lied on this custom sticker, by the way.
I know.
You crazy lied.
Did I?
Yeah.
What did I say that what? Well, how?
Quantity. You wrote 1 for everything.
Yeah, I did.
That's not true.
It was 1 package of each, and then that package contained a number.
Oh, right. That's still not true because it was more than 1 package. I also would like to, so I have my box from Longlands, and I would like to show everybody.
You know why I did that?
Why?
Because they charge you for they tax you on what's coming into the country.
They ain't gonna tax me.
Yeah. So now you're
Who's gonna tax me?
So now you're
Who's gonna tax me? The Queen?
You're a tax evasionist.
Oh no, I'm committing fraud.
You owe them 20% of $6.
I also thought you wrote a $sign next to the shipping cost.
Yep.
I see it's a euro.
No, it should be pound.
It's pounds. It's pounds. I'm sorry.
It's like a weird L. Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought for a minute it was dollars, and I was like, he overpaid.
Yep.
All right. I would like to point out to our YouTube viewers, this is your packaging, and this feels like a wedding tablecloth.
You're welcome.
I really like it.
I was upcycling.
Is that what it is?
I don't know what it is.
Sheer curtains. I like it.
Could be anything. I think it's a pillowcase.
It's definitely not, but it's very nice.
Yeah.
I would have had to purchase this. All right. So in our package, in our Christmas package, It's funny we're opening Christmas presents and
It's the last night of Hanukkah. It's your
I just
Hanukkah present.
20 minutes talking about Hanukkah.
About Antioch the Third and the Fourth. Antioch the Third was a pretty cool dude. Antioch the Fourth, he was a real bastard.
Real bastard.
Yeah.
You ready for this?
Yep.
You ready to celebrate the real bastards of the East?
Nope.
That's not right.
No, just Antioch.
Are you east of me? Yeah, you're east of me.
I'm way east of you. Yeah.
So you.
Okay.
You.
Fair enough.
You.
Yeah.
That wasn't prejudice or anything. I called you a bastard.
Okay.
Stickers.
Look
Look at all these stickers. This is one sticker. Look at all this one sticker I got.
It was one box of stickers. Have you put them on your car yet?
Yes, and I've handed them out. Look. Next in my present. Look at these
badges.
Buttons. Look at these buttons. You want to see what one button looks like?
Yeah. That sounds like one button, just in case you're not watching the podcast.
That was a lot of here. I'll listen on. Maybe we can get a good.
That's what one button sounds like, touching one other button.
A lot of buttons. And there were two of these. I've already used one.
What?
Boom!
Boom! Drive golf balls by the company Vice Golf.
Shout out Vice Golf. These are great golf balls.
I love those golf balls.
So I took them out. I wanted to.
They don't last very long on the simulator, but they are really soft to hit.
Yeah, they are. I took them out. I shot a 78.
What?
My first time playing them, so they're very nice. Yeah, thank you, Ben. Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Thank you for being a part of the Swingdom and helping us do this constantly.
Yeah, we're spreading the word.
Happy Hanukkah. Merry Christmas.
I have been handing
Happy New
them
Year.
out except for the golf balls. I haven't figured out.
Don't hand those out. Don't hand those out. I've only got like 3 boxes left.
So.
And I've got one unopened box I'm keeping for posterity. For prosperity.
Whichever.
For prohibition.
For prohibition.
For Presbyterians.
For a promenade.
For for Peloton bike users.
Polynesians.
Yes. All right, that's enough. Welcome to the Swingdom.
If I meet a Polynesian, I will give him a box of golf balls.
I'm here with other Lord Gunner.
That's me. Welcome,
citizens of the Swingdom. We're going to be talking about golf this week because that's what we talk about in the Swingdom of golf. Yeah, so we had some good golf this week. Sorry, we're doing a little bit late, but up until January 7th, we're going to be doing one show a week.
Yeah, there's no golf.
There's no golf. Well, there is golf. The CBA, the LPGA Championship is this weekend. But look, I don't want to. I've got a lot going on this Christmas. I've got a bunch of family coming in. My grandmother-in-law is not doing well, which is why this show is late. So I apologize for being a bit down, suffering from some of the mental health issues that I have. That's one of the reasons this show is running late. I just want to point that out I do suffer from mental health issues, and with everything that's going on this week, I had a really hard time getting up and around to do the podcast. Gunnar, I just want to thank you for being as supportive as you possibly can to help me do that. If you ever need anything from me, I am 3,000 miles away, but only 3,000 what's smaller than a millimeter?
A micrometer.
3,000 micrometers away in my heart. Microns, 3,000 microns.
I don't speak European math.
Well, 3,000 millimeters is 3 meters. And I'm 9.5 feet away from you in my heart.
Well, that's good because it's supposed to be social distancing.
That's still COVID safe. That's still COVID safe. Yeah. So we've got the news this
COVID
week.
safe support right there.
We're going to talk about the Race to Dubai Championship. We're going to talk about the LPGA US Women's USGA Championship.
Yep.
We hope you stick it out with us, and maybe we'll talk about Hanukkah in a little bit as well.
Yeah, we'll do the QBE shootout as well, real quick, just
Nope.
because.
No, we won't.
Because my boys
Because you
tore
got
it
some
up.
points.
Got me some points. Although, spoiler alert, you won the QBE shootout.
I know.
You did.
I'm a winner.
You did
Happy
not
Hanukkah
win.
to me.
Happy Hanukkah.
I'm Benjamin Maccabee. I am the Hebrew Hammer.
All right. Well, hammer's some news.
All right, so we got news this week. News this week is Matthew Fitzpatrick wins the Dubai Duty Free Championship.
You're darn right he does.
Crushes it, kills
Stellar
it.
show.
Guess who doesn't do it?
Oh, Patrick Reed.
Had the opportunity to be the first American to win the race to Dubai, chokes on it with 5 holes left.
I mean, chokes.
Double bogey on 15?
Yeah, and
something like that, yeah.
Hands the race to Dubai for the 3rd time
in 21 years.
Wow, to Gary Woodland.
No.
Not Gary Woodland.
No.
Right.
To Lee Westwood.
To Lee Westwood. You know, so when I look
He's
at
the Gary Woodland of England, though, so I get what you're saying. I totally get that.
So when I look at Gary Woodland, I always call him Lee Westwood. And when I look at Lee Westwood, I always call him Gary Woodland. But I know who they are because I always correct myself immediately.
I'm okay with that because it's you. If it was anybody else, I would mock them mercilessly for being like, one is a 28-year-old American who went to Kansas State University and won the U.S. Open in Pebble Beach. The other one is a 45-year-old British dude who is the best player to never win a major and has been for 20 years.
It's the weirdest thing. I look at both of them. They could be side by side, and you say which one's which.
Yeah.
And I get it wrong and know for a fact I got it wrong.
Yeah. I mean, Lee Westwood's won it for his 3rd time. He had his wife on the bag, his girlfriend, his wife on the bag.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, the best player never to win a major.
He's so good.
It's just, I just win a major. Like, if Lee Westwood had won the Masters instead of Sergio Garcia, happy days. So my God, like, where's Sergio Garcia these days?
Sergio sucks.
Yeah.
Patrick Reed sucks.
Remember they were like, that was like, oh, Sergio Garcia is preparing for the Masters by playing professional tennis.
Here, I have a hot take. Bryson DeChambeau sucks. Just because I have to include him in this podcast at some point.
You have to say his name better.
Contractually.
Yeah.
So I'm under contract to say Bryson DeChambeau at least once in a podcast.
So he is not playing
too.
again. Yeah, I was gonna say Bryson DeChambeau. you think he's got a win in him next year, or you think he's gonna be broken?
Oh, he'll win twice next year.
Okay. Yeah. But you think it'll be in those little ones like the QME invitational where Will Zalatoris is his hardest competition?
No, I think he wins a big one next year.
Okay.
I think he wins the players, but I still say he sucks. He doesn't, but
yeah.
I have to include him in my sucks.
I'm so psyched for your hot take on this next news.
Mm.
The PGA Tour is going to start reintroducing fans in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to start in Los Angeles, I believe, at the Hero World Championship.
Oh, perfect.
And they're going to start with about 500 to 1,000 people a day.
Uh-huh.
And then they're going to up it at the Phoenix Waste Management Open.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's not open because you have to be on the PGA Tour. And they're going to get that up to 8,000.
Mm.
And then they're basically just like, what? Yeah, quadruple. And they've basically said that look, the West Coast is a lot more stringent. California is pretty stringent. Phoenix is going to be pretty stringent. But when we get to Florida, we don't care. They don't care. We don't care. 100,000 people a weekend. Let's do it. Let's warm them up gently. And then Arnold Palmer at Bay Hill, we are going full on fandom.
You ready?
Squeaky chair. Sorry. Yeah.
You ready?
I'm ready.
The PGA Tour this is such a money grab for the PGA Tour. They don't care about player safety. They don't care about fan safety. They don't care about anything but a dollar sign. And sometimes that weird L you drew on this box that somehow represents money.
Pounds. Sterling.
Unacceptable. You're going to invite 30,000, 100,000 people to a PGA tournament in the one state that can't get their stuff together.
Yeah.
This is the most obnoxious thing.
Yeah.
If they don't care, you should be the one who has to care for them and show them what it takes to be responsible as a professional sporting event. This is ridiculous.
This is the thing I sort of touched on last week. And like, I know we just sort of take hot takes. I'm going to be excited to hear the fans roar.
Sure.
I'm going to be excited to hear the fans roar. I'm going to be excited
They already have 1,000 people at these events anyways.
They're going to try to get like the 16th hole at TPC Scottsdale. They're going to try to get that revved up for the Waste Management Open because that's the loudest hole in golf. If you have not watched the Waste Management Open, it's an early year event. It is so much fun because on 16, it's a short par 3, 135 yards, and they pack like 60,000 fans in the stands there. It's like being at a basketball game or a football game, like for just one person off the tee at a time. Everybody yells their heads off. It's amazing. But you're right. Like that's 35,000 people who are going to be in attendance in Phoenix, Arizona. Is it TPC Scotts? It is TPC Scottsdale. So
Arizona's having a problem.
Arizona's having a problem, yeah. But they're basically figured out that if they can wean people onto it before they get to Florida, then when they get to Florida.
What are you talking about? Wean people onto it? Are they going to forget the vaccine's not even available to people until next summer?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I think they are. I think they have enough people to show up at these tournaments.
Stupid.
I think what they've done is they've showed that because golf is really the only sport that's been on over the last 6 months, that it's the only sport people are watching, even though they're changing their numbers so that they get out of football's way. Like, I get that. They're changing their TV times to get out of football's way. But I think that because they're one of the only sports that is active and live week in, week out, it is a money grab. Because I've never watched as much golf as I have this year. European Tour, PGA Tour, LPGA, Korn Ferry.
Mm-hmm.
And I am amazed at what the PGA Tour gets away with, even when they don't have fans.
You can't Old Boys Club a pandemic.
Yeah, you can.
Fine. Then
yeah, you can.
100,000.
I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, but you can.
Then all 100,000 people in attendance need to be first responders and healthcare workers because they're the only ones who are going to be able to receive the vaccine. And you know what? Damn it if they shouldn't be, because they need to be recognized by more than TV commercials for the good work that they've been doing.
I think this is my new argument when it comes to PGA golf. And I'm sorry we've sort of we've moved on from the news into the rangedom by accident. But totally, like you have the QBE shootout, mm-hmm. right? Or what do we have, like CBE? We have CBE Global. That's this week.
Yeah, because we have the father-son. Very exciting.
Yeah, that's the PNC. Like, I don't understand where these sponsors draw the line on what the prize money is. Because if I'm the CEO of Chicken Championship,
mm-hmm.
right? Like, I'm saying, hey man, like, what's an extra $4 million? Like, it's not my money. Like, it's advertising money. Like, do you know how much more we'll get marketing if Bryson DeChambeau, Brooks Koepka, Justin Thomas, Tiger Woods, Dustin Johnson, Rory McIlroy? You know how much more money we're going to get in, like how much more valuable that advertising is going to be instead of being like an off-season event? Like, where is that money? Get, like, as much as I like watching Will Zalatoris, like, get him out of the tour. If it's Will Zalatoris or Dustin Johnson, mm-hmm. give me Dustin Johnson every time.
Yeah.
Like, this is what I don't understand. Like, they pay these fees, like they pay $10 million to get Tiger Woods to show up, and the purse is still only $6 million. I'd be like, sorry, Tiger, if you want to win your share of $12 million, $16 million, you're going to show up because it's the richest event in golf.
Yep.
Like, I'm just waiting for these, like, companies, instead of it being like the Chicken Championship, for it to be like the John Valspar Chicken Deer Paint Chicken Championship. And they'll be like, okay, that's amazing. Like on the first, fourth, seventh tee box is gonna be paint cans. Like on the second, fifth, and eighth will be John Deere signs. And on the third, the sixth, and the ninth will be chickens. And let's each put in $6 million, because that's what we were gonna do anyway. And let's get the purse up to 18 million and have these guys fighting to get positions. Let's make this more valuable than the Masters.
I don't think the money is worth the risk.
No. I'm saying even if there's no fans, I'm getting really fed up of these tournaments where like
nobody's showing up.
Yeah. And I get that it's off season. I get that it's a weird year. But I don't think I realized really until this year. I mean, obviously, because we're doing this, we paid so much more attention. I sort of thought it's a week off. Like it'll just be on the Golf Channel. I'll pick it up. Oh, like there's Stuart Sink or Keegan Bradley or Billy Horschel. Like those are guys I recognize. They all have major championships. Like it doesn't occur to me that they're like fighting for their PGA card because it's been 7 or 10 years.
Yeah.
And like I'm still like, oh, like those are recognizable household names. The more I'm paying attention to it, I'm like, well, wait, like Ricky Fowler's fighting for a place in the Masters next year. But he's still the most recognizable name this year.
Yeah.
So like why?
I don't know.
Anger. Look, if they lived with us in the swingdom of golf, I'd send them to the dungeon.
To the dungeon.
To the dungeons. I'd hang the PGA Tour by their toes.
It's kind of medieval.
I know. That's like the whole point of like being Lord of the Swingdom.
I dig it.
Yeah. I mean, not for very long. Like not like because Jay Monahan, he's my bud.
Yeah, well, he needs to do his job. So
I think he is. I think he's going there and he's going, Florida's gonna let me get away with whatever I want. Florida is the golf capital of the universe. Like, let's go make some money.
It's ridiculous to me.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
It's time for us to put down our bag and hear from our sponsors.
Hey, Gunner.
What's up?
What's going on with you, man?
Oh, not a whole lot.
I was downstairs and I thought I heard Isadora wrapping some Hanukkah presents.
Some Hanukkah presents?
But I wasn't sure because I need to go get my hearing tested.
Probably.
At Belltone Hearing Aid Centers of New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Go on, Coach J, Coach Joe, JR. If you use the code word golf, you get a free hearing test.
Mm-hmm.
He may even be so generous as to throw in a free packet of batteries.
Ooh.
They'll last you anywhere for 3 days to 19 months.
Yeah, 3 days. 3 days maybe.
I don't know. I don't know how batteries like that work.
We don't know.
But if you're having a hard time hearing your loved ones during the holiday season, don't hesitate to call +1 732 888 9000. Again, that's +1 732 888 9000. It's Belltone Hearing Aid Centers of New Jersey on the Jersey Shore.
Right on it.
Yeah. So if you're in New Jersey or you're near New Jersey and you want to find your closest Belltone Hearing Aid Center, call the number or go to BelltoneHearingAids.com on Google because that might not be the real website.
It could be Belltone.com. We don't know.
We don't know. But use the code word golf and see what happens.
Yeah, use it. Golf.
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 FLOG.
No flogging, just golfing.
Just golfing.
And now to your hosts, Ben Ridner and Gunnar Kane.
So hey, we're back.
Hey,
we're back.
Hey.
Hey.
I read a thing that said if you
my chair is getting squeakier.
Take a severe injury to the right side of your head, that you may become addicted to jokes. Checks out. Yeah, you might become addicted to jokes. You might not be able to help yourself from telling bad jokes. I was just checking on you because...
Is my face okay?
Yeah.
I can't feel my face.
That makes sense with all the bad jokes you tell.
Is your face okay?
No.
Oh, good, because it's killing me. Welcome back to the Swingdom. That was a lovely read. I'm so glad we pre-recorded this so we know exactly what we're talking about.
You see what I'm saying? It's a terrible joke.
So to be honest, there was a lot more golf this weekend than in previous weeks.
Yeah, a ton of golf.
And good quality golf.
Yeah, do you want to get the lower quality golf out of the way first?
Yeah, the PGA Tour was playing.
Uh-huh.
It was terrible.
Terrible. Well, it was
not
great
good
for me.
Okay.
It was wonderful.
Were you playing?
Yeah, I played in it.
They're a bunch of men of the people.
I'm O'Hare in the Not O'Hare group.
Yes.
You'll never know.
I was last week. Let me
apologize.
Wrong, I was so
O'Hare.
loud wrong. Not O'Hare and Kuchar in English. I was so loud wrong.
Yeah, you really were.
So loud wrong.
I'm
sorry. Don't hang me by my toes in the dungeon.
You really
let me keep my vegetable rations.
You did dump all over English and Kuchar as my final pick, and they won by like 7 or 8 strokes.
They 35 under.
Yeah, it was pretty good. So, is it weird though that they played that format in 3 days and Dustin Johnson was only 5 back by himself in a near playoff event?
No.
Dustin Johnson's so good.
Dustin Johnson is a robot. He's a robot from the future, and I'm sure he just shows up naked at Paulina Gretzky's house.
It's his house too. They're married.
It was a Terminator joke.
Yeah, that's true. I get it now. Dustin Johnson is 2 professional golfers.
I wonder if he wears the glasses like with the red eye and is like gets up and he's like just wearing his green jacket and he's like, I'm the Terminator. She's like, oh, Dustin. He's like, no, really, that's who I am.
That's what they call me.
Bop, 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 bop.
Dustin Johnson is 2 professional golfers playing a scramble match. That's who he is. I've decided.
Yeah, he is. He's like, I hit the first shot, now I'm gonna hit the second. Oh yeah, the second shot's gonna be better.
All right, well it's no big deal, but let's break it down. English and Kuchar, they win by is that 9 strokes?
I think it was either 7 or 9.
I think it's 9.
Yeah, 35, 27 under.
179 total to second place. There's a three-way tie for second at 188. English and Kuchar bring home $500,000 apiece.
Did he tip his caddy? Ready for the joke? Did he tip his caddy?
Nah.
Nah.
Nah. Speaking of Non O'Hare, who you said was going to be the worst match because you've never heard of
it. It makes it sound like it's like, hey man, what you want to fly to Chicago? And it's like, nah. It's like, okay, you want to fly to Detroit? It's like, nah. It's like, oh, what airport you want to fly to? Nah, O'Hare. Nah.
Terrible.
O'Hare.
And I'll be happy
Chicago International. Yeah, that's O'Hare.
O'Hare. I'll be happy to announce that Answer and Wolf and Munoz and Neiman, my first 2 picks,
dead last.
Second to last and last.
DFL and DFL.
And DFL. And so while I have it pulled up,
Bubba and Usti were up there. They were like in 3rd on Saturday, and I was like, old men doing work.
They were. Now, I did not change the bonus point structure for this, so everybody gets a top 20 bonus points just for fun.
That's ridiculous.
So I had Wolf and Answer and Munoz Neiman.
Whoa. What places did they come in?
11th and 12th.
Yeah, so technically they're not in the top 20.
No, they are in the top 20.
No. They came in 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th.
You have to be okay with this because I'll show you how this worked out.
I'm just saying. Your guys came in 21st to 24th.
Both teams get 250 bonus points apiece, and I also had English and Kuchar, who you said was the worst pick I could have made. Yes. They won by 9. They get 1,000 bonus points. Ben, you had Tony Finau and Cameron Champ. They tied for 5th. You get 500.
I was something was wrong with me last week, and I'm because I got Cameron Champ confused with
Cameron Smith.
Cameron Smith.
Our power just flickered. It's a good thing
That's
I'm on
fine.
Wi-Fi.
That's good. So I apologize about that. Yeah.
But you also picked Cameron Smith and Mark Leishman.
Yes.
They got you 8th and 500 bonus points. And Louis Oosthuizen and Bubba Watson also tied for 5th. So you get 500 bonus points. You won by 1 point. That's right.
Don't matter. Winning's winning. Scoreboard. You're doing your dinner time watch checking.
No, I keep getting text messages. We got a ton of school closings tomorrow. So
nice.
From the snow.
It's also, like almost an inch.
Yeah, it's icing. It's icy rain now, though.
Oh, okay.
It's supposed to drop below freezing. All right. So forget about the QBE. Let's move on to the 2020 75th U.S. Women's Open. This is what real golf looks like.
And women's golf worth watching.
So you and I are actually on different sides here because you're mad at Rory McIlroy and said, why don't you put up the money to make this worth watching?
No, so like that's not what we discussed this. Their purse is 5.5. The USGA Men's Championship, the purse is like 10.5. It's like almost 11 million. So it's double. Winner is like the winner of the men's gets 2, the winner of the women's gets 1. What I don't appreciate when he says women worth watching. So let's put this in perspective. Let's explain this a little bit. Rory McIlroy puts out a tweet on Friday. And he's like, I'm at home watching golf. It's a picture of him with his feet up.
By the way,
we shared this on our YouTube, on our Instagram, our Instagram. And the hashtag or the comment or whatever it is,
it's the hashtag he puts in there. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was like women worth watching. And it just to me, like
it rubbed you the wrong way.
It rubbed me the wrong way. I know that, first of all, Rory's the nicest guy. Like he didn't mean it like this. But
I'm interested to see how it came out to you because it came out to me as intended. So I'm curious and
So to me it was like golf worth watching.
Yes.
Like I didn't like that it was like women worth watching. I get that his life is obviously all about alliteration at the moment because he's got a kid and he's reading all those baby books. But yeah, like baby boom bang bang. Like that's, you know what I mean? Those books.
Bing bang boom.
Yeah, exactly.
Bongo,
yeah.
If you want
like the hungry caterpillar or whatever. Yeah. So I get that. I get that but for me, I was just sort of like it. I think in this week, and they even thought so. It was like the women's golf was better than the men's golf. So I don't think it's worth putting women worth watching because I still think there's this denotation and still this stigma and still this unfairness in the world of sports, especially when it comes to women athletes, how much they get paid, how they're considered as athletes, and why aren't they on equal pay? Because it's a bit like when people tell me that we need college football, right? College football has to be a business and the players shouldn't get paid because that money funds the rest of university sports.
I disagree with that, but yeah.
That's the argument. If that's the argument, I'm sitting here and I'm going well, the PGA has enough connections and makes enough money to fully support the LPGA in any and all endeavors to be equal to the PGA. And yet they don't. They treat them like it's a separate hall of the same house, they're sort of yeah, you live in our neighborhood, but you don't live on our street, so go away. You know what I mean? It's it's a bit
I think what happened here with Rory McIlroy goes along the same thing. Is his opinion doesn't reflect the PGA Tour. But if he were to say women's golf is terrible, don't watch it, the PGA Tour would be like, "Oh, you're representing us." They live on this two-sided line where it's we like what you say, but your opinion does not reflect ours unless we don't like what you say, and then you're a detriment to us. And I think Rory McIlroy, and this is how I took it, and I think this is how he meant, was y'all need to pay attention to the women's players because they're damn good.
Yeah.
And
no, and I'm not like Amy Olsen crushed it.
Oh
Shibuno crushed it. AL Kim crushed it. Like it was number one. It like I like
Park. You're welcome.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah, yep. She did, and she had like a Sunday like backdoor top 5 or something, didn't she?
We had going into the top 6. We had going into the Sunday 2 amateurs.
And this is like
for third.
Pap,
and
I know she finished it like 2 or 3 over. I was watching the highlights all day today.
Pap. Oh, she's so good. Top 10 finish for Caitlin Pap.
Yeah, she's a University of Texas student.
Lynn Grants.
But it's one of these things where it's like it's a bit like have you ever played? So I played one course that the web.com tour played 2 years ago.
Uh-huh.
And I have trouble breaking 100 there.
Yeah.
And these guys were like breaking 65 4 days in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Like they went 27, 28 under in 3 days. And I was just like, okay. I was like, that's your version of golf.
Yeah.
Like I was watching the women's golf and I was like, number one, this course, even though it's in Georgia, was it in Georgia? It was in Georgia. Like it looked like a good Muni course.
Texas.
Oh, Texas. Yeah. It was in Houston.
It's Champions Golf Club.
Champions Golf Club in Houston. Yeah, they the Cypress Creek, and then they have the Jackrabbit. My apologies. That was stored somewhere back there.
By the way, it still goes to 5 days. It still goes into Monday, which was my argument from the beginning.
Yeah.
Make it 5 days.
Yeah.
And play one course.
Yeah, I can't believe that they're going from a major to the Tour Championship a week later, the like Christmas weekend. Like how screwed up is that?
Because they can stick it wherever they want because nobody watches.
No, not because nobody watches, because like these women aren't going to argue because there's this overwhelming cloud of like
they're not as good. Nobody watches because the PGA Tour doesn't care enough.
Doesn't support it now.
To support it. So the LPGA has to do everything on their own.
Yeah. I mean, it's a smart move to be like the weekend before Christmas. I know everybody's going to be traveling like Friday, Saturday.
The NFL historically does everything. Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Play games on Christmas Eve.
Yeah. So I get like I understand. Imagine if they went
to an NFL game on Christmas Eve 2 years ago.
You're welcome, world. I get
you're
that.
Welcome.
I understand that. But what I'm saying is like forgot what I was saying because you were so right about that.
Thank you.
No, I was saying imagine if the FedEx Cup Championship happened and then the week after was the Masters. People would freak out.
Yeah, they'd lose it. They'd say this is unacceptable.
They'd be like, the top 35 don't have enough chance to recover. Like,
why would you do this to those players?
Being in the FedEx Cup Championship, being in the Tour Championship is a detriment if you're trying to win the Masters.
Rory McIlroy is going to be too weak to play.
Yeah.
We're going to get a champion like Patrick Reed, and we don't want that.
The other thing about this is like this course was winter burnt out.
It was quick and brown. And
marked. It was marked. The greens were like by Monday, the greens were toasted.
Yeah, they were toasted up.
So like it's again like everybody's trying so hard to get these things done. Everybody's trying so hard to make it like it was great golf. It put the whatever that PGA thing is, the QB, CBE, whatever it is they're doing.
QBE.
They put that to shame. But that's what it is. I mean, the QBE is a clown show.
It's a clown show, bro.
Yeah, it's a clown show, bro. And this weekend's the PNC clown show number 2, bro.
Although Charlie Wood's making his PGA Tour debut.
I hope John Daly Jr.
is so good.
Just pushes him over and sits on his head in a sand trap.
John Daly Jr.
Is that mean of me to say?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Kids should not bully other kids. Kids don't bully other kids. I'm sorry about that. I meant metaphorically. I didn't mean actually, but I meant metaphorically. But if it actually happened, I'd be upset.
During play.
Yeah.
With his skills.
No, I would love to see 1, 2, 3, John Daly, Tiger Woods, Annika Sorensen, then Justin Thomas.
I am excited to watch, though, because I do want to hear the trash talking from Charlie Woods to Justin Thomas.
Yes. They're going to be mic'd up, you think?
I think those two will be mic'd up for sure.
But again, you have Tiger Woods playing opposite the Tour Championship of the LPGA.
Yep.
Because they don't care.
No, because they don't care. Because they say, well, this is easy to push aside.
Yeah. It's just the Tour Championship. Who cares? Yeah, there's just an extra $500,000 million at risk. So whatever, brah.
Nobody cares about the Jatana Garn sisters.
Oh,
nobody cares
Miriam.
Moria.
Aria. Killing it.
Nobody cares about Sayaka Takahashi.
I do.
She's pretty good.
Shibuno.
Tied 11. Yeah. Lydia Ko did much better than I expected, to be honest.
Me too.
Nelly Korda got cut.
Yep. All right, well, let's talk about it, right? So this weekend was the last major of the 2020 season for the LPGA. They played at the Championship Club. We discussed a little bit the Jackrabbit course and the Cypress Creek course. This made Gunnar and myself very angry because 2 courses for a single thing just made it very bad. Inby Park, after placing 6th, came on live television and said, "I would have had this if it wasn't for the weather."
Yeah.
If it wasn't for if I had these, she didn't say she said it was the weather, but I took that as if I had better tee times on different courses, mine.
She was one of 4 people or something who went under par on Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Amy Olsen, only American to almost win it.
With an ace.
Yep. Lee Six almost won it again.
Yep.
That still makes me so mad that Hank Haney's like, I was right about the Koreans. This is lead number 6.
Wow.
That was one of our first podcasts as well.
It's super racist. All right.
That's what he said.
I know.
I just said I'm mad about what he said.
I didn't say you said it. I said it's super racist. Not you're super racist.
He's like,
I'd tell you if you were being racist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Tell me about the tournament.
All right. So I'm just going to break down our picks. Inby Park tied for 6. My pick. So Yun Yu. My pick. Your pick. My pick. That was my pick.
That's my pick.
So Yun Yu is my pick. Tied for 20th. You had Se Young Kim. Tied for 20th.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that's what you said.
No, you had Brooke Henderson.
I know I had Brooke Henderson.
Well, it doesn't matter because they both tied for 20th. So it
I had Lydia Ko.
You didn't have Lydia Ko. You had Nelly Korda. She got cut, and so did Lexi Thompson.
No, I had Lydia Ko as a long shot.
No, we didn't do long shots, Ben.
In my heart.
Yeah, she was in your heart. I know.
You said somebody was in your heart.
Yes, and she didn't play very well. So what did you think of the tournament? Because you just watched it. Did it live up to the expectations? Did you not like it? Sophia Popov had a real shot to go back to back. Come
on. Let me put it this way.
Put it whatever way you want.
I loved it. There was an intensity to it that what?
Stacey Lewis played great.
Yeah, Stacey Lewis played well. Her and Phil Mickelson, they're like this.
They're siblings.
They're both with Workday or whatever it is. So number one, I had a hard time differentiating the courses. Because when you have 2 parkland courses that pretty much look the same, it's like you're like, oh, which one? Okay, it doesn't matter. So you end up just following the players' names and the scores, which is fine enough. Sunday comes around, and it was a true USGA championship.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Where like you were looking for the differentiating factors, which is who is going to make a mistake, because a bogey or a double bogey is the end of your tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And you're sitting there saying like, okay, like who is going to play a little bit riskier than safe?
Yep.
Because it really is, and I hate to say it because it's not my favorite thing in the world, but it really is sort of like approach strokes gained and putting inside of 20 feet.
And they have such good, every single player on the LPGA has such great touch with the putter.
I think the thing, like, I wasn't so worried about the driving stats just because, like, it was winter. They had to keep it cut. They couldn't grow the rough that long. Mm-hmm. But I think, again, they sort of said, okay, well, like, we don't have to worry about the rough because you have to learn 2 separate courses in order to play well here.
Jennifer Cup show, top 30.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. What'd you think?
I loved it.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved it. Yeah.
I wasn't mad. I was a little mad that it went to Monday, but it also then meant I got to watch a bit more of it.
Actually, I was pissed it went to Monday because then they could have just played one course. So.
What'd you think of the par 71s?
I hate par 71s. You know I don't
do
like
too.
them.
It's one of those things when it's par 71 and the winner wins by like it's -3 or 4. What was it? Was it -2 was the winner?
-3.
Yeah. It's like, oh, really? If it had been a par 72, is that a -7?
Yeah.
But if it's par 70, that's a +1.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't really because if you played the course the same way, if you're playing the course the way it was meant to, I have a hard time understanding what the point is. I think it's just because the USGA wants to get it as close to par as possible.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, they want to make it tough.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but play one course.
Your yawning is making me yawning.
That's all we got. That's all we got for that.
Okay. We covered the Lee Westwood, Gary Woodland, Matthew Fitzpatrick special in the beginning.
We sure did.
All right.
It's time for us to put down our bag and hear from our sponsors.
I don't feel like doing another read.
Thank you, sponsors, for sponsoring us.
And now to your hosts, Ben Ridner and Gunnar Kane.
What are you doing in golf this week?
Nothing, but let me tell you what I bought.
Tell me.
A tour model spider putter.
Yep. No.
Yeah, I bought Dustin Johnson's putter. So
no,
I did. It's beautiful.
Black, no line.
It does have a line on it.
Cheater.
Yeah, I know. Well, I kind of like the line, but it is matte black. It
used?
Is beautiful. No, brand new.
Why didn't you get the Denver Broncos colors, man?
Because the custom colors are $500.
But I thought,
sweet deal on this.
Oh, okay. Where'd you get this sweet deal from?
I had some Dick's cash.
Nice. You save a couple $100 on it?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I actually got it for $130.
You're never gonna use it.
No, I'm gonna take it out actually and play around with it.
It's my dream putter. Did you get it for me for Christmas?
I did not, but it's very.
How much you want for it?
$400.
I'll give you $250.
Maybe.
Okay.
No, I did. I bought it, and it rolls so smooth.
It is. There's something about the weight of that putter, and I don't think they did it on purpose.
I think it's pure accident.
I think it's pure accident, but like in the back to fourth, the MOI is so smooth. Like your center of gravity on the club is so smooth, and then the weight is just perfect to get the ball rolling.
Yeah.
And I think it is 1,000% accidental.
Yeah. So I've been putting with it.
Yeah.
Almost primarily in the gallery we have. And
yeah. I wish TaylorMade would explain the science behind it because I don't think they can.
I absolutely love it. And I've even been telling Gavin, because we have the same putter, Gavin and I.
Yeah, you guys have the Newport 2, Scotty Cameron.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know. I really like this thing, though. And he's getting all upset. But I don't know. I have to take it out. I have to. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take both putters.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna take both putters and I'm gonna give them a real test.
The first time I get a new putter, I kill it. I kill it, and then I'm like, this putter's amazing. Like that's like the 7th time I ever played golf. I just got a Cleveland. It's like the Newport 2 that Cleveland makes.
Yeah.
And they call it like the Santa Monica or like the Monterey or the California. Like
it's the California.
It's a total ripoff. Like, but it's $60. It's $60 instead of $400. And like, so my uncle has a Newport 2, and I'm like, okay, so it's about like a quarter of a pound lighter. But like, it's exactly the same shape. It's like exactly the same face milling, and like it's got a really nice sweet spot. I went out, I played my par 3 course when I was living in LA. This is how long ago it was. And I shot 2 over on the par 3. And I was like, I'm going pro.
Yeah.
And then like, 2 days later, I went out and I hit like 115 on a regular golf course. And I was like, this putter's worthless.
I have a similar putter. I won a putter in a tournament.
Yeah.
It was our trophy was a putter.
I won a wooden putter.
You
were there for that.
Yeah, I was there for that. It's the new Ping Answer 2. And it's the exact same situation. It's exactly the same, but the back weighting is different in that, and you can't change the weights. So I can't hit that putter to save my life. I don't even like it.
We should give it away.
No, it's my trophy. It's the only thing I have that says you won this tournament. What
tournament was it?
It was...
See, you don't even remember. Let's give it away.
I won it at Meadows Farms, and
my golf news this week.
5 strokes.
My golf news this week is that we're giving away an Answer putter.
We're not. I like it because I have an original Answer putter. I have the first model.
You have the Ping. You have the Answer. You don't. I want a Ping so bad.
Yeah, the Scottsdale Answer.
No, the original Ping.
No, I don't have that. I have the.
I want the original Ping putter. No, because that's the Karsten. I don't think this is Karsten. I think this is Ping.
Yeah.
This is they made it like a tuning fork.
Yeah.
And so when you hit it, if you hit the sweet spot, it would make like a middle C, and it would basically sound like a tuning fork. I played with a guy who had one.
That's the original model.
I was like, they're so hard to find. They're probably not that hard to find. If anybody wants to give me one, I'll give you $8 for it.
No, so I have the original Karsten Answer, and that's where Ping got the concept, because Karsten went and designed it for Ping, and that's where they got the name too, was the Ping of the club. But I have the original Karsten putter with the slot in it to make the sounds.
Yeah, so I'm looking at it right now. Rare original 1965 early Ping Karsten Scottsdale putter, 700 used.
I have that. It's sitting on my wall.
You have an original one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have the I don't have the second run. I have the first run.
Yeah, you don't have the sound one.
I have the sound one. Yeah.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. I found it at a Goodwill.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. $5.
No way.
You know, I walked out with it.
Yeah, I would have too.
I go to Goodwill all the time.
Goodwill's a great place to pick up clubs from. Yeah. All right. You've got dinner plans. I got to go to bed ski.
I missed dinner, but yeah, I gotta find it.
Thank you, citizens of the Swingdom, for putting up with your lords this evening.
Yes, thank you all.
I hope you enjoyed the final day of Hanukkah, and I hope you thoroughly enjoy your Christmas and New Year.
That's right.
We'll try to do something next week. Don't give up on us. We won't give up on you.
That's right.
But yeah, so we will probably do a bit next week about the CBE.
Mm-hmm.
You want to make a pick?
John Daly and Little John.
No, that's the PNC.
John Daly and Little John. They're gonna go to the PNC.
Okay, I'm going with Annika Sorensen and her dad.
Okay.
And then who do you have at the CBE, the LPGA Championship?
Inbeat Park.
You would. I'm going to go with Danielle Kang.
Okay.
Let's just see. Let's just see what happens. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Ben.
I'm Gunner.
That's Gunner.
That's me.
We hope you enjoyed your trip to the Swingdom. Don't forget to get your passport out and check us out next week.
YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, The Swingdom.
The Swingdom. Swingdom out.
Swingdom out.
You've been listening to The Swingdom. Remember, we're just two guys, 28 clubs, 0 putts given.